Welcome everybody to another video, and the next Roblox event just got announced, and I am super excited because this event is going to take over Roblox. As expected, this event was announced at the Roblox Developers Conference, and the next event is going to be the Takeover. This event is going to be very unique with a skateboard and graffiti theme. From what I understand, this event is going to be very similar to the Hunt Mega Edition, except this time it's going to be teams. In this trailer from Roblox, they say you and your crew can claim Tag Town's districts and unlock tons of items by mastering the games you love. Just be ready to defend your crown. So, with what's been given to us so far, it seems that there's going to be different zones within the hub, and each zone is going to have its respective leaderboard and prizes. You and your team will need to complete the games in the event to try to stay at the top of your leaderboard and get all the prizes in the event. Now, you probably want to see what prizes are going to be available in this event, so let's go take a look at all the prizes that you can get to see if you and your crew want to try to claim a top spot. I will be playing my new Roblox event prizes try-on game, so I'll have this linked in the description if you guys want to try on all these accessories with me. The first item is going to be these wings, but before we try these on, we need to go bald. So let's go ahead and remove our hats, and that is much better. So the first accessory in this event is going to be the Boom Box Wings. Here's what the item looks like in game, and it definitely fits that theme of graffiti and art. Honestly, I think they're pretty solid, maybe a very unique accessory. I'd give them a solid 7 out of 10. This item is supposed to be available for free by joining the Takeover Hub. As soon as you join, it should give you this item, so it'll be a very easy and simple item to get as soon as you join. Next up, we are going to take a look at all of the free and paid track items that will be available in the Takeover. So all 8 of these items that I'm about to show are going to be available through progression of the event. Once you reach a certain threshold of badges or games completed, you will be able to get either the free or the paid version of these items. Beginning with the Street Stunter Helmet. This is a very fun accessory as it has a ton of stickers corresponding to different Roblox lore. I really like this one. I would give it an 8 out of 10. And its alternate version, here we have the Electro Stunter Helmet. For whatever reason, I can't try this one on in-game, but it's a retexture and it looks very good. I would give this one also an 8 out of 10. And this helmet is going to be the paid version. The second series of items is the Nozzle Helmet. This is definitely one of the funniest event items that we have ever gotten. It is literally the nozzle of a spray can as your head. So for that reason, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. And this nozzle is going to be free in the track. Then we have an upgraded version of the nozzle, which is the Night Glow Nozzle Helmet. This is just an upgraded and more artistic version of the previous nozzle. Also very cool. I love the colors. I'm gonna have to give this one a 10 out of 10 as well. And if you want this one, you'll need to buy the bling track because it's going to be paid. Next up, we have the Catty Prowler Hood. This is definitely a very complex item. You have the hood, you've got the ears, a bandana, and a mask all in one. I think it's pretty cool, maybe not my style, but I will give it a solid 7 out of 10. And this version is going to be the free version on the track. And you guessed it, there's an alternate version for this item. Here we have the Twilight Prowler Hood. Same thing, except this one has a little bit of purple and blue. Looks pretty good still, and I would probably give it the same rating at a 7 out of 10. And this one is going to be the paid version of the two. Moving on to our final track items, here we have the Y3K antenna headphones. These headphones look really cool and they have a very unique design. There's like antennas that stick out of the back. I think they're pretty cool. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. If you want these headphones, they're going to be available in the free version on the track. And moving on to the alternate version, we have the Extreme Y3K headphones. Honestly, I have no idea what Y3K means, but I think the headphones look pretty cool. These I think I like a little bit less, so I'll give these a 7 out of 10. If you want to increase your Y3K style, to get these headphones, you have to buy the bling track. Now moving on to probably the coolest items out of them all, here are your leaderboard items for the takeover. Starting off with the Crown of the Undisputed. This crown is so cool. I love the cartoony style it has with the spray cans and the wheels forming it. Truly looks incredible. I would give this for sure a 10 out of 10. And if you want this item, you're going to need to place top on the solo leaderboard. We don't know how many people are going to be eligible to get this item, whether it'll be top 100, top 50, or the top 1 person, but we just know that this will be for the leaderboard for solo individuals. And the second leaderboard item is the Top Crew Crown. This is a huge crown with a very similar style, except this one is all about skateboards. I would also give this a 10 out of 10. I think it is very creative. If you want this crown, you and your crew are going to need to place top on the crew leaderboard. Again, we don't know how many crews are going to be eligible to win this item, but you need to be the best of the best to earn this crown. Now, for probably the best looking items and my favorite type of items, here we have the limiteds of the takeover. First, we have the tail flipped hat. Here we have an addition to the tail cap series on Roblox, and especially in the limited and classic realm of Roblox, this is a very popular item. I have no option but to give this a 10 out of 10 because a retexture of this item is just incredible. If you want to get this item, it is going to cost Robux and it's going to be on sale for only 24 hours during the event. It's going to be a limited, which means it's going to be resellable and tradable once it goes limited. I could see this doing very well and very profitable, so if you have the Robux, I would definitely recommend buying. Then, we have the SK14R. Here is another retexture of a very popular series on Roblox, the Skater series, and I already know this one is going to have a ton of demands. Again, can't go wrong with a skater, and I have to give it a 10 out of 10. Just like the cap, I think this is going to be a very profitable limited, so if you have the Robux, I would buy this one as well. For our next section of prizes, we have the location prizes. Inside of the hub of the event, there's going to be different locations that you will be able to go to, and in those locations are going to be separate games where you can earn separate prizes. So the rest of the items that I'm going to show you are all going to fall under this category. The first item is the Boombox Buddy. This is certainly a very strange and interesting item. It is literally a guy that stands on your head and he's got a boombox. Personally, not my favorite item, and I would give it a 6 out of 10. The second item is the Tag Kit Belt. Here we have a waist accessory that has a belt with spray cans attached to it. I think it's actually a pretty cool and fun item. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Supposedly, this item is supposed to be obtainable in the park location. The third item is the Skate Pup Sidekick. Honestly, not my favorite type of item, but it is a pretty fun one, so for that reason, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The dog is also supposed to be available in the park location. Then we have the Canvas Brush Pack. Here we have a back accessory that has a brush with a palette and some paint. Honestly, a pretty creative back accessory. I would give this an 8 out of 10. This is also a prize that's going to be available in the park location. Next, we have the Painter's Parachute Harness. This is a very creative item considering it's supposed to be a parachute harness. It's also got spray cans on it. I guess people want to do some aerial painting, This is very cool though. I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. According to the leaks, this item is supposed to be available in the rooftops location. Then we have the spotter drone. Here we have another aerial accessory, and this one is a drone buddy. It's an interesting item for sure. Maybe not my favorite, but I'll still give it a respectable 7 out of 10. This accessory is supposed to be available in the rooftops zone. If one pet wasn't enough, we have a second one with the skate pigeon sidekick. Another very silly animal, except this time it's a pigeon riding on a skateboard. Just a very silly, interesting item. I'll have to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Also, another item that will be available in the rooftops area. The time has come, the final prize leak. Here we have the splashback cape. This is one of the most creative items in this event. It honestly looks really cool as it's a paint can spilling with the paint being the actual cape parts. I would give this a 10 out of 10 for its incredible creativity. Again, this one should be available in the rooftops area. So these are all the accessory leaks that we have so far for the takeover. Unfortunately, they have not uploaded or revealed the launcher items for this event, which, as many of you know, that is my favorite thing about every event. I always do 24/7 launcher live streams to help you guys get all 3 of the launchers in one spot. And I can assure you guys that I will be doing that stream again this event, so look for that. As soon as the takeover starts, we will be launching. The takeover is going to begin on September 12th and last until September 22nd, and throughout the event, I'll be doing my 24/7 launcher live stream, and I'll also be uploading as many tutorials for all the badges and the games, so make sure you guys subscribe for more Roblox event content if you guys love events. Anyways, that is all the leaks that we have so far for the takeover. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video if you found it helpful, and I will see you guys this Friday, September 12th, for the start of the takeover.